And good morning, everybody. This is the Hawkeye session Friday. That is October 16th. We're going to be gone till about 9:30 this morning. And trading the foreign exchange on margin carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can be used work against you as well as for you. Before deciding to invest in the foreign exchange, you should carefully consider your investment objective, level of experience, and risk appetite. The possibility exists that you could sustain a loss of some or all of your initial investment, and therefore you should not invest money that you cannot afford to lose. You should be aware of all the risks associated with the foreign exchange trading and seek advice from an independent financial advisor if you have any doubts. This is the live trading room. It is for educational purposes only. No financial advice or recommendations will be provided. Any trades taken during this live session is not a recommendation or a suggestion that you should also do the same. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Do not trade money that you cannot afford to lose. And before trading live, always operate with a written trade plan that identifies rules for entries, exits, targets, and risk management. Having said that, we'll go to the charts. Get some people up here, see where we're at. What a small group today.
Yeah, so Kiwi is about to hit the top of the trend line, Al, the flat one.
Okay, and here's our Kiwi. Where's our Kiwi trade? Kiwi is right here. What happened? There's the one I'm looking for. Here we go, this one.
Yeah, so it's coming up. It's on this way up.
It is, okay. So right now we did get a Kiwi alert
Oh,
at
where did you anchor that?
Where did I anchor the...
yeah, where'd you put that?
The
over there?
AC, yep, over here, just at the, after the day break. The first high after the break, and then the B, C, D. So it is a, it was labeled as a descending, but we both agreed that it was more of a ascending. Ascending.
For sure.
Actually, I've got these flipped over, but it's all going to be the same. Well, the fact it was a descending, but they must have been looking at this part right in here. I'm thinking that maybe they were maybe this software was looking at this. So kind of like, let me see here. AC descending. It was descending. So yeah, up here, I can see maybe the only way I could get a descending out of this, and this is on a 5-minute chart, is to.
Oh yeah, but you're stretching it there, even Al. You're not gonna. It's flat.
Well, see, this is about the best I could do with that case right here. Being a flat on the bottom.
Yeah,
that's about as descending as I can make this thing.
Nah.
But I don't really like it. It's so we're not going to do that.
Wise move.
And so anyway, right now we're looking, here's the alert, it's inside of the wedge, and I'm not seeing any real clear direction for this. That basically there is strength. So we're on a 5-minute chart, and
a lot of strength to the upside.
There's a lot of strength to the upside. So I don't want to be taking this thing short with that kind of strength to the upside.
But we'll see what happens when it reaches that wedge. So as we were talking earlier in the room, all we're doing when we're trading wedges is trading trend lines. Nothing rocket science. We're just trading trend lines. They just intersect with each other. So here you're getting a nice third bounce. I think you only have 2 there, but I get 3.
Right now we only have, here's the anchor, here's our first hit, and we're waiting for the third hit over right in here someplace. So this is going to be the point of interest right up here.
Oh, actually, I've got a different one. So that was actually pretty good rejection.
Rejection right here?
On the 1 minute, yeah. Closer. Because my line is lower. So if I showed you...
Your trend line's lower?
Yeah. Mine's totally flat, and this is like the third hit.
Oh, okay. So you basically used the A at the C level, is what you did.
Yeah. At the
I can do that.
At 4:40 in the morning. That's the one I used.
A was at the sea level, and this was up. So you did it
There.
over here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like that.
I can do that. I can work with that one. Because actually, if it breaks this A, it's going to come on. If it does break, it's going to come on up to
Bingo.
this area.
Bingo. So
This
that
would be
makes
the
a
target.
very nice.
This would be the target.
That's a nice zone.
And that goes from 66.12 to 30. That's a 15 pip move. I kind of like this idea to break to the upside if we can get the.
Well, let's see something.
If we can get that.
I'll make sure my head's pretty clear. I think I'm doing pretty good now. So,
Let me pull up my 1 minute to be able to tweak things here a little bit.
On a side note, Gearbox is up like 10% this week.
I'm really anxious to get a feel for a Gearbox.
Yeah, 10% this week with officially 0 drawdown because it's like still in profit. It's been stellar, like stellar. Since I bumped up the settings a little bit, I've just been absolutely flabbergasted by the results. So I need to go.
So basically now we wait, and let's see who else is. Gennard is in here today. Well, everybody, just for my information, everybody that has not received the RCS tool and the Fibonacci tool, could you raise your hand? There's one.
Okay.
Gennard, I don't think you have it either. And let me just get my little list up here. Let's see, Gennard, yep, Gennard does not, and Leslie does not. Okay, you guys are gonna, whoever shows up today is gonna get it today. So we'll work this trade here a little bit, and then we will make sure you get that and show you how to load it up on your trading view.
You're funny, Leslie.
Oh.
Is it years of smoking?
Well, yeah, I was able to talk to Anthony, and yeah, here's the deal. Here's going to be the deal with the indicator that we're going to get given you. It's going to be when you get the link, it's just going to start working. We're going to ask that that the only people that to share it with are people that would be in this room, and if you shared the link with somebody, it's going to work for them as well. But once it gets to the point where too many people have it, then we're just going to turn it off and probably have to start all over again. So the less people that have it, the more likely is you'll have it longer, I guess is the key here. So but anyway, we'll get you the link, and I'll show you how to load it up, and you'll have it operating today. In fact, if you want, well, let's just see how this New Zealand thing plays out here in a minute, see if it's going to be worth taking a trade or not.
I adjusted my wedge again
To the that first hit, this one right here, that hit right there.
I made it a little bit smaller.
You made your wedge smaller.
So yeah. So now where it looks like it's breaching, it's actually within the wedge still.
How'd you do that?
Draw a trend line from the tops. So from right no, not that far back. Right okay. There? Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Right there.
So that's the trend you're looking at.
Yeah. And then I got a new one for the bottom.
For the bottom down here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm stretching it to a little bit lower than where you have it, but there. Because I got 3 points. Yeah, go, if you scroll down a little bit more, you're going to have another connection point right there. You can put it on that wick. There.
So this first one, here's the anchor, here's the first hit.
Yeah.
And here's your wedge where it's going to be breaking out of.
Potentially.
Okay.
So now we've got a little bit of a narrower wedge. It's not exactly
anchor. Here's the first hit, and this is the third hit on both of these sides. So if it breaks out of the top, we're looking at it going up. Breaks out of the bottom, we're looking at it going down.
So
right now we're deciding which third hit's going to prevail to.
Whatever happens, if it tags a fourth time and rejects, I'm taking a sell. If it breaks through and hits the top and then closes at a 5-minute level, I'll take a buy.
Okay. And we're going to look for
because I now trust.
Close.
Sorry, you're good.
A 5-minute close. Right now, this is a 12, 13, 14. All right, here's the 5-minute. This is the open of the 5-minute candle when it hits that line.
Okay. And let's find out. Because now I trust that trend line, right? We got 3 nice hits at different times. That brings validity to the whole picture.
So this line right here, you validated that one.
Yeah, that is valid. That is a really good trend line.
Because it pulled back.
Exactly.
It pulled back within the wedge, but it still pulled back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're going to.
So let's see what happens. I should show you my next one, because I modified my bottom line one more time. I didn't use the longest wick. I just used a different wick, one where I could get.
I'm gonna put a reference right here because the fact that it said it was a descending. I'm using this as my excuse for using this. The fact that it said it was a descending wedge.
Yeah.
It would descending. If you were to tuck in a wedge, it would tuck it in right off of this candle before the alert.
Yeah, you could,
and that has some other meaning as well.
Mm-hmm.
And here was the first 5-minute. First 5-minute candle will be right here.
Right, let me enter that. I'm going to try this new order.
I'm going to do a buy on this one.
Let's try NZD/USD. What is the NZD/USD? Let's check. Yeah, we're good.
10.
0.1.
Here's my 10 pips. Here's my 10 pip target. And we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, I like this. You see the cross, 513.62 cross towards the bottom?
13.62.
Well, 62.13 anyway.
I gotta put here we are.
At the origination of the move, so.
That'd be this one right here. And now it's trending along with this. Here's our 5-minute candle.
Here's that break up. You see that that wick that it left?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah, when it came up, it just tagged the wick of this yellow line.
Yep. And then it broke, and then it comes down again and leaves another little wick. I've seen that happen so many times, and now it goes up.
Let's see what it does.
Yeah, we'll find out. My stop is going to be at, I learned a lesson today, but I'm putting my stop at 66.11.
You go tuck it in a little bit tighter, okay. That's gonna be right about in 66.11.
66. Yeah, because that's my new wedge, right? I got a new wedge there.
This one here,
So
this one.
I'm going to keep it underneath that moving average.
Okay.
So right now, I have to put it at 66.08.
This is Matt's stop.
So you're, I think it's the 15-minute 62 or 1-minute 62, whatever it is. That's my stop here.
Okay. That's your hard stop?
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact it closed up and it's bouncing. It hasn't reached
It
this
hasn't
little
closed
gap in there.
inside. Yeah, it hasn't closed
inside that
inside.
So nice.
Oh, I tried to, I lifted my mic up.
God bless you.
It would have been significantly louder if I hadn't. I couldn't reach my mute button.
I have the same problem when the sneezes come. It's hard to stop it.
Yeah. I think we're fine now.
It's looking good.
Mm-hmm. What are we talking about target wise? Let's put a stick on there.
I've got 10 pips there. So which wedge are we looking at? Are we looking at this one?
Yeah, that one. I like that one better.
Yeah, I agree.
I will take profit of 66.22, unless there's some kind of level there or something.
So I'm going to put it. Look at this thing right about to here. They took this one in under. And so
Let's
here's
go.
our stick. Here's our stick. Here's our target.
Come on, man.
Now let's see how many pips is 7 pips here. So we can see I got in at 66.14, 7 pips is going to be 21.
Oh, you know what? I think I
right
might
right at the tip of the stick here. Target one.
I think I'm gonna make the stick bigger. So I got 2 targets. How about that?
Okay.
I saw a guy that likes to use 2 targets. First one for his first trade, second for his following trade. So here, NZD, USD.
This is 7 pips right here on this one right there.
Excuse me.
Everything's looking good so far. Let's see the Fibonacci line. Is there one anywhere close by? Here's one right up here. The red. Okay, broke out of the green one right here.
Yeah. What do we got for
up to the next one?
So I got 2 positions open. That one's coming down. So probably gonna tag the green line, is it?
Oh, green fib line?
Oh, it's way down there.
Yeah, there's a green fib line right here.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
These should be 5-minute lines, I think. That's 2-minute lines. Okay, so they're 7 pips apart.
Okay.
These are 7 pips. These here to here should be 7 pips.
Let's see it.
It should be 7 pips. Yep, they're at about 6.8.
So first target, I got 66.23. Second target, I got 66.35.
I like this trade because the New Zealand was so strong on that breakout. When the wedge was broken,
Yeah.
New Zealand was real strong on that. I like that part. So yours is 35, you say?
Yeah, you see all the moving averages are moving up, and it's actually creating a gap between the 62 and the 13. That's a good sign. Let's go.
Let me just do this one again. Clone target 2 is going to be right up 35.
Al, is there anything on the left from there?
On the left, oh, to the left, oh,
Kinda
good
give us,
question.
like-
Good question. That's a good question. Let's see here. Right here, nice target right here. I like this one. The fact we've got, this is clear sailing all the way up to here, so this one should work.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm going to move mine right to there. Let's see where I'm at here. New Zealand has actually been working pretty well lately. It's one of the ones that actually has been working.
Out of the other ones. Oh, you know what's so painful? The pound yen just went exactly right back where it was.
Of course it did.
And well, the euro GBP didn't go back to where it was, but it's lower. So man, I could see sells in there. Anyway, let's forget about that. We'll do some stuff.
Let's see if it's going to hit our pips.
We'll see how long it takes to get up there.
For those of you who came in late, we have a little gift for everybody this morning who does not have the fib tools or the RCS tools. You will get it today before you leave if you're hanging around long enough.
So Dan and Pedro, I'm allowing you to talk because it's open mic Friday, so we can have some fun. So you can join the party.
Thank you, guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, Pedro, I don't know that you have the, no, I know you don't know it. Right now, nobody in the room here has those two tools, or the RCS and the fib tools, but I said we're going to give them to you today, and I'll show you how to load them up, and you guys should be happy campers.
You guys gave me, yes, I do have the MRSI.
Yeah, you've got the
Yeah.
moving averages and the RCS, but we're going to give you the fib tools.
Two other ones.
We're going to give you this one right here, this one with these fib lines, and we're going to give you this one down here, the RCS, which gives us our strength meter that we've been trying to get to you for the last 3 months, which I'm so sorry it took so long to do it, but finally we persevered and we managed to get it.
Oh, thank you.
All we ask is that you just don't share it. The link
Right.
you're going to get, if you give that link to somebody else, they will be able to use it. We're just asking you to respect the developers' wishes to not do that.
Yeah, it's exclusively for people that trade with
for this
us.
room. For this room.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for Hawkeye strategy. So
Yeah.
and most likely someone else gets a hold of it, they won't know how to use it.
Right.
Unless they're like Jackie that can figure out anything.
Hey, Al, could you do me a favor? Could you explain how the MRSI, the color, the moving,
Sure.
what those lines, both lines mean?
Yeah, I can do that. Basically, I'm going to turn the tool on and off so you can see, okay, you see which ones we're doing here, this one right here. So basically, when you pull up your tool, you have a green line. All these lines, the green, the yellow, and the white, and the blue are all exponential moving averages. Okay, that's the first part to know. The green and the yellow will always stay green and yellow no matter what chart you're on. If I move this to a 5-minute chart, you're going to see that the green and yellow will stay the same. But we are going to notice the green and the yellow and this one's a 30-minute. This is a 30-minute 62. So it's 30-minute exponential. It's a 62 exponential moving average as if you're looking at a 30-minute chart. Okay? So, and that's always going to be blue. The yellow one is always going to be yellow, and that's a 13-period exponential moving average. The green one is a 5-period exponential moving average. The white one is the 62 exponential moving average on the chart that we're looking at. Okay, this is a 1-minute chart. This is a 1-minute chart exponential moving average. If I switch this to a 5-minute chart, you're going to see this one is going to change colors. So I'm going to go to a 5-minute chart, and now you can't really see it here. Well, actually, let me do it this way. Let me go back to 1 minute. Let me go back to my 5-minute chart here.
Rally-based rally, Al?
Is that what we're doing? What we got here?
Yeah, rally, base.
I'm trying to guess.
I know. I did that.
This one's kind of hard to see. Is it Pedro that I'm talking to here?
Yeah.
The exponential. Oh, here we go. Okay, here's the. I'm just going to take all this stuff off of this chart. Actually, I'm taking it off of this one because this is one I really prefer to take it off of. Now you'll be able to see it a little bit better. I'm going to delete that. Delete that. I'm going to delete that. I'm just going to delete all this stuff off of here so you can see what I'm talking about.
So I was doing some training yesterday, so I was learning some new things about wedges. You know, you always got to learn. There's a lot of good people out there.
Okay, so back to what I was talking about. Okay, so right now I'm on a 15-minute. I'm going to go back to my 1-minute chart, which is what I was talking about here. Okay, so on a 1-minute chart, if I pull up activate this moving average, you're going to see that I have, here's my green, here's my yellow, and here's my white. This is 62 exponential moving average on a 1-minute chart. And these are, the yellow one's a 13 exponential, and the green is a 5-period exponential. They will always stay green and yellow no matter what time frame chart I'm on. If I go to a 5-minute chart, you can see the yellow one is now purple. And that tells me it's an exponential 62 on a 5-minute chart. That color is going to, you can change these colors, but I try to keep them as standard as we can for everybody so that when you look at my charts, you can see what they're going to, these don't change much. If I go to a 15-minute chart, you can see that what was white, which was purple, is now orange. So if you see an orange moving average on my chart, you can know it's a 15-minute, I'm on a 15-minute chart. That's the 62 exponential moving average. Again, the yellow and the green haven't changed, although they do represent the time frame which we're on. So this is a 15-minute chart with a 5-period exponential moving average. Does that answer your question? And the settings over here, if I go to the settings on this, here's the input. So basically, we're enabling the first moving average, which is the 5. We're enabling the second moving average, which is a 13. And this says it's the same period as the chart. So you can actually change this to different time periods, but we just keep these on the same period as the charts. Here's my 62, same period as the charts. Then if you come down here to enable the 30-minute, if you click on that, you'll see I've got set, you'll see the blue one. That's this one that just popped in right here, and that's the 30-minute. Now I can change this. I can change it to a 1 hour if I want. And if I click OK, then that should be a 1 hour, 30-minute exponential, I think. Or maybe it's not set. Or is it all the same? Higher time frame. Well, he may not have it. Oh, yeah, it does change. Okay, you see that. You see it's going to change as I change the time period. I go to a 3-minute, and it goes to a 3-minute. I can go. So I just keep this on a 30-minute. So the blue one's always going to be 30-minute. Orange is going to change depending on what time frame I'm on. It's always going to be a 13 and a 5. Then you come down here and you can turn on the whole moving averages. Now I usually keep them off of this part of the chart, but I can turn the whole moving average on, and you'll see that. And I'll put that on a 15-minute chart here. Just keep that, and you'll see that what this does, it's a moving average. But when the moving averages changes direction, you'll see it changes color. That's the whole, and you'll see that on the RCS tool we have. It's the same thing on the RCS tool. Just rather than having it on this chart, we just have a straight line which shows you what the color of that moving average is. Hopefully that answers your question.
We're getting a fourth bounce on that lower trend line.
Ooh, what
That
happened
is, let's see. Let me see. I'm adjusting some trend lines. There we go. Yeah, it's a fourth bounce, and that's a pitchfork median. I am, maybe I'll regret it later. Whatever.
Well, bottom line is that we had our 7 pips right up here.
Yeah,
We didn't get the 7 pips.
Not
Right
yet.
now, if we got in right at the close of this candle here, you'd only be up. Most you've gotten was 5 pips on it. Hopefully, this is going to be the beginning of a longer move. But this is oftentimes what we've been running into. Where it goes out 5 pips, comes back, retests, and then sometimes if it comes back into the wedge after this bounce, I'm going to be out of this trade.
Yeah, so we're on the top here. Let's see.
Matt's got a stop. Are you following your stop on this 62?
Yeah. Yeah, the one that's
Oh, wait. Yeah.
66.13.
Oh, you moved it?
Well, yeah, because the 62 is moving up, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Valid point.
What I would do is I would leave it. The way I would probably do this, I'd look at where the high is and come right down and put it down on that part of the line.
Yeah, I'm not going to be putting it right where it is. It's too close. Spread's going to get me out.
Well,
So
that's a good point.
Yeah.
So where would you put it? Would you put it on the breakout?
Well, give me a bit.
We need to have a method here.
Yeah, I know. I'm still.
Or you could move these. Maybe you could move this over to the next 5-minute candle.
Basically, if it breaks 66.13, I'll be considering taking myself out manually.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I like to keep my stop. I like to know where my stop is, but I usually try and get out before it gets to that point.
Mm-hmm. If it breaks this top of this trend line and doesn't respect it, then
I would still keep it below the yellow one.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm looking at this area in here as being the zone that it could probably retest in this area.
Yeah,
right
exactly.
Now, Matt, are you doing that because the as far as it breaking the trend line, then you're gonna pull yourself out because you have the 2 trend lines crossing there, the convergence of the 2, and considering that an energy point?
Yeah, well, actually, I'm just looking at to see what the highest probability is. Because if it goes down and it tags the 62 and takes off, which it might, or if it slices through the 62, I'll close out all my trades.
Right. Okay.
And it's slicing through. So
Okay.
that was a close, Okay, close.
I'm gonna keep my stop right here.
That is
6609. That's my stop. Or just
US.
below 6609.
NZD, USD.
Let's look at this on a 5-minute chart. And actually, where's the... I like this one better.
What do you like better?
Using a different candle here. I was looking at a 1-minute chart. I wanted to look at a 15-minute chart.
Yeah, that was too much of a break for the 62 for me, so I decided to let it drop.
Okay. I'm not going to do. I'm daddy. I'm not going to take this out here.
All right, now we're just having this was the third hit on this trend line here. This is the third hit on this.
Okay.
And we'll see how it closes.
No.
Excuse me. I just swallowed a frog or something.
And I'm tired over there.
Well,
And I'm tired over there. I'll sleep at the couch. And I'm tired. Alright.
Okay. Next to Daddy, I'm just saying.
And so this is one thing that's been happening a lot on these wedge alerts is that we've been getting this 5-pip move out, comes back in, retests it.
Okay, no problem. Throw it out. Which one? Okay.
Here's our 62 moving average, right here, the yellow one.
mm-hmm.
And here's the 30-minute and the 5-minute all bundled up together.
Oh, yeah.
I keep my stop out on the other side of this. I would not be surprised to see it come down and tag it and go and retrace.
That's the 30 or 15?
This should be the 30. Let me double check, make sure I got it on.
Yeah, I got the 30 as the aqua or blue or whatever.
Yeah.
I try to keep it that way. That way I can see it. Hey, if it gets a nice bounce off that, you could be doing something pretty special. Let's see. I wonder why it's so slow, man.
I need the phone. You can use it if you stay here. I need it.
I have no idea why I thought buy was a good idea there.
Well, part of the reason was
As soon as we came in,
we had the strength on the New Zealand on the 15. We had the strength, a nice spread on that.
But remember, as soon as we came in, I said I want to take a sell on Kiwi, and you're like, "Are you?"
Well, it didn't make sense because we had the strength was to the upside
I know.
with the Kiwi, and
I
we
know.
had strength in the breakout.
I know.
Now the question was that the head fake that's going to go down lower? And that's what we tried to determine.
Yep, this is the bottom of my pitchfork. So this is the bottom tine of my pitchfork. I lined it up pretty good, so a bounce here would be interesting.
I do like the fact that the RSIs are coming down here and we're starting to get a hook,
Might give us a better entry.
which will give us a better entry.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still
It's all
within
about entries, though,
and
Al.
it's still within inside the wedge. Well, that's why I said I so always caution about these breakout trades because a lot of times they're just head fakes. They come back in, then they give you the better entry, and then they break out and take off.
Well, even the other side of this whole coin is this is not even the wedge that was supposed to be alerted. It's supposed to be a descending wedge. There's no way you're drawing a descending wedge on this currency pair at this time.
I would agree with that.
Like you can't. There's no way to do it.
Unless it was just such a flat top that it just picked one and went that way. I don't know. I'm not sure what the software does to make that happen.
Yeah, maybe I'll talk to Tyler. See if he can put me in touch with the guy who created this. Obviously, they're gonna have connections, right? And so
yeah, I would like to know if they've changed, if they've tweaked the software. I'd like to know if the market's changed or they've tweaked it. That's what
Jackie believes the market's changed. I believe the market's changed.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm more inclined to think that than they tweaked it.
I don't think they tweaked it. I would
I'm
doubt
gonna take
it.
this off. Take that off for clarity. I'm gonna take these off for clarity.
Nice bounce.
Excuse me, Al.
Yes.
Yeah.
Janara had said that had to take a phone call and didn't hear what you said about the Fibonacci thing.
Oh, the Fibonacci is going to be available to you today. We're going to give you the link to get it loaded up into your TradingView charts. And I'll show you how to do that when I'll put the link in the chat, and then you can copy and paste it. Actually, all you're gonna have to do is click on, when I put the link in the chat, all you got to do is click on the link and it will pop up and I'll show you how to load it into your TradingView. And that's for anybody that's going to be in the room today or in the future. So I'm okay with this bounce right off of this.
Yeah, that's a decent bounce.
Yeah.
I accept that.
To the moving averages back on. I'm gonna take this off here. Try and keep the clarity. I'm going to take this one off. And we're just going to focus on this main wedge that I've got here.
Al, can I ask you another favor, if it's
Sure.
possible? Could you explain the two different RSIs? I usually just used to one. So what does both of them mean? Is it the
Okay,
same?
yeah, basically the RSIs are, we have this set for a 3 period, which is the fast one. And we have the range, the top range is, the blue top range is 89, which is the upper band. And then we have the bottom band of this 3 period RSI is at 11. So I've got an 89 and 11 of the range. On the 8, I've got a 70. I've changed this from a 60. It used to be a 60-40. I just changed it the other day. We're doing now 75 and 25. So that means the range of the basic on RSI range goes from 0 to 100. It doesn't go up any higher than 100. When these things get to a flat top, it's at 100. It doesn't go up to 110 or whatever. So this is the top 75%. This is the top 89%. This is the lower 20%.
Breaking out of the bottom, Al.
It's breaking out of the bottom.
Yeah. I'm exiting this one, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm out of it. I'm not sitting in that one.
Okay. I'm just going to keep my stop right where it is. Actually, I'm just going to keep it under that 62.
Okay.
So back to this. So we have the 3 period the 8 period, 3 period is blue, the 8 period is the orange, and this is the range of the 8 period. This is, and actually the range will be the same on both of them, whether it's the blue one or doesn't matter. The range is a range, and they're just overlaying. So basically, they're two separate RSIs that are overlaid on top on the same chart. So basically, rather than having to load two separate indicators, they're both in one. At the bottom, we have the whole moving average, which I mentioned earlier. This will duplicate what that hole was on the upper chart. So it just, rather than being a line that's moves back and forth, it just shows you whether it's in an uptrend or whether it's in a downtrend.
We got a cross of the moving averages there, the 13 and 62.
The 5, we have the up here on the, this is the 5 and 13 cross here.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I've got that as 62 and 13. Oh, I'm on the 1 minute chart. No wonder. That's why it's 62. Yeah, that's why it's the 13. The 62 on the 1 minute.
It's bouncing off the 62 on the 5 minute. And I'd like to see that. Oftentimes you see that bounce off of that. That's why I keep my stop down below. Actually, I like to move it down a little bit so that I don't get stopped out with the.
I took a sell.
With the wick. So back to the RSI. So again, one more time, 3 period, 8 period, that's the blue, this is the orange, 89 to the top, 11 on the bottom, those are the blue lines, 75 and 25 are the orange lines, and then you can enable or disable the whole moving average. So if I uncheck, this is so that these whole moving averages show up. I can turn those on or off. And that's all I have to say about that. Okay. And it's all on the 50. This is resolution. I'm not sure what that one is. I'll have to check that one out. And that might be something else that may be to come or is in the planning. I'll have to talk to John about that one.
What? What's in the planning?
Oh, what's all this resolution? I'm not sure what that. Or is that just that may just be the resolution for the whole moving averages.
Yeah.
It's 21 period whole moving averages. I know what it is. The whole moving average are basically based. You've got on the 15-minute chart, you're only going to have the 15 minute. On a 5-minute chart, you're going to have both the 15 and the 5. So you only have two. You have two separate ones here. On the 1 minute chart, you'll have 3. You'll have the 15, the 5, and the 1. So if I go to my 1 minute chart.
Or you can change it as well.
Right, and you'll see that I have 3 here, which is the 15, 5, and 1. Over here, I have the 5 and the 1. And then if I turn this back on, I just have the 15.
So in theory, you can put the 5, 15, and 30 whole moving averages as your bars instead of the 1 minute. By changing the, I guess it's resolution or whatever.
Yeah, on the 1, yeah.
Yeah. Where's your stop, Al?
Well, right down here, right below the wedge.
Everything's coming down.
Yep.
So that was that head fake.
Yep. Which is not unusual. We get those. Like I said, we've been getting those a lot here lately.
Often, like brutally painful. Offset 2? No. Offset 4?
Yes, do we have any more alerts?
No.
Coming up on 9 o'clock. Another 10 minutes. This is our pre-9 o'clock move is what this is.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what happens. There was a lot of movement in different currency pairs with the GBP. That is officially a channel breaker. That last 5-minute candle. That will that breaks the wedge to the bottom no matter how you drew your wedge. That's actually some pretty good candles on the way down though.
Yeah.
The structure. Wick down, wick down, wick down. Small blue. Red. Engulfing. Down. Small little blue. Sometimes I wish we had a little teleporter that could like speed up time.
Yeah, it would. I'm not
I
sure
mean,
that would,
even
I'm not sure that would be a benefit.
no, hey, you wanna take things a little slow. Did you know that these sessions are actually available on YouTube?
Yeah. I know that
Yeah,
they get recorded and they get put on YouTube.
yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that till yesterday when I saw a post and I'm like, oh, all right, great.
Are they open to the public or are they restricted only to?
No, they're open.
Oh man.
Well, it would have been great that if I knew that before, so that I just kind of be aware of certain things and
That's
Yeah, they're on YouTube, Vimeo, and something else.
yeah, I mean it's all over the place.
I mean, it's obviously not my choice, but if it was me, I wouldn't have these to the public. I mean, you leave them to the public, you're giving away a lot of value for.
Well, also they might come into the company and say, "Hey, look, this is cool. Let's go."
True. Yeah.
Like, what is this? What's going on here? Why do they have sessions every day? Why are they live trading? Why do they show us their screw ups? Why are they not being fake like all the vast majority of other traders are all fake? They'll do, check this out. I'll show you how to be fake.
Yeah. What I would do snaps, little short, like 5-minute videos or something.
No, like this. Look, I can be fake.
And not the whole thing.
All I got to do, okay, I'm going to show you. Take this off because I'm confident in where it's going. So, all right, so pretend I don't know where that break is, okay? Watch this. I'm going to show you how these so-called gurus will deceive you into thinking they know what they're doing. And then it looks really convincing, okay? Watch. So I could do this and I could have like 300 people in this room. Okay? Watch this. So we have a really cool tool here called replay. And when you do it fast, you won't be able to notice that the structure is already there. So check this out. It's going to appear like it's already there. So let's go to, where's that replay tool?
Right.
Yeah.
Double arrows
right
right,
there.
there.
This?
Oh,
No,
This.
right there.
Bar replay. All right, there we go. So this is what the gurus do. I've seen people do this all the time. From like here. Wait. So if you saw,
Looks like you predicted the drop.
right. So sorry, I did it. What I wanted to do was here. Right? You're seeing this, okay? You're like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, well, do you see what I mean?
Yeah, it sounds like you predicted it was going to break through the bottom. You knew
Right, but
exactly
in
what it was.
reality, all I did was do a replay.
Yeah, wow.
So don't be fooled, man. Like, look, do it again. It looks really convincing. And people make millions by selling BS like this.
Wow. Well, they sell their programs and they sell based on this. I mean, that's fraud.
Well, good luck proving. Anyway, I'm let's see. I'm in profit. It's coming down though. Everything's coming down. Oh, Al, you want to share your screen or you want me to share mine or?
oh, either way, it's fine.
Hmm.
I'm gonna get out of this trade here.
Let's do that.
I think you're right, though. I think it's, well, I'm expecting this to break the bottom and keep on going. Let's see where the target possibility is on this.
I'm kind of jealous of your 6 screens.
You get 6 screens, you have to get a bigger closet.
I know. I call it the trading pit, Al. Get the terms right.
The trading pit. I love that.
It's
Pit.
yeah. It's a walk-in closet that I gutted and then I painted, and I got a big whiteboard on the back. So it's basically my office in peace.
sometimes we all just need one of those.
Oh yeah. Here, I'm gonna go mess around with some other currency pairs. Let's go find out what this one.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Yep.
Check out that wedge. That's so. The wedge. Here. That's 100 pip 1 minute candle this morning. That's a big monster honking wedge. And actually, I should have seen this. Look at that. Look at that bottom. Huh?
Yep.
I should have never been in that trade short. Check this. It's a 30 pip trade. That would have been solid. And we're going up. We're probably going, because look, this is another wedge. Just while we're waiting for another wedge alert, right?
Actually, why don't we go and get these guys these tools and get those loaded up?
Yeah, let's do that. I like that idea.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to put put this in the, I'm gonna put the first one in the chat box. This is going to be for the, whoops, wrong one. I actually don't want this one. Take this one off here. Let me make sure I give you the right one. This one's going to be for the Fibonacci price range plotter. Copy that, and I'm going to put it in the chat box to all participants and attendees. Paste, and it's in the chat box.
See it. I see the chat. Chat's good.
Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it. Let's see, make sure I share my screen so you can see what I'm doing.
I got it. I just clicked on it.
Okay. And then if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see where it says add to favorite script. Click on that.
Yep.
Now go up to your favorites.
And then click on when you're in a chart. You got to go to a chart.
Now go to a chart. Now click on your favorite.
Go
on your indicator, click on your favorite, and it should be right there.
At the top.
No, that's the one right below. That's the one that they're getting right there.
Oh yeah. This is
click
my
on,
old
and
one.
if you click on where it says published 2020 10 something, click on that one, and it should pop up on your chart. Anybody have any problems with following that?
Yeah, was that too hard? Huh?
Anybody have problems getting that loaded?
Okay, Leslie's got it.
And I'm going to check you guys off to know that Leslie has it. Leslie should have it, and Gerard should have it. And
On the 15-minute, what do you use, Al? 15?
I use the 15-minute on the 15, the 5 on the 5, and the 2 on the 1.
I think I'm going to incorporate this into everything because I really like those targets.
Okay, so is everybody in the room that wanted it? Do they have it? Just raise your hand if you're good. If you're not, let me know what the problem is.
Yeah, I'll walk you through it.
Pedro, do you have it?
I'm trying to.
Rajiv, Leslie, you should have it.
Rajiv, you got it?
Rajiv's got it. Or you just have a question? We'll turn your mic on. This is open mic Friday, so.
Yeah, I forgot that I didn't turn them on. I'm sorry, Rajiv.
No worries, brother. Somehow it didn't populate. I have the old one, Fibonacci.
Oh, yeah, get rid of the old one.
Yeah, that'd probably be best to get rid of the old one. Well, I'll tell you, if you have the old one, go ahead and keep the old one because as long as you have it, that's what you can have either one. They're both the same. So
Okay.
That you have it. If you keep it if you want, the old one if you want. Don't keep it. That's up to you. Jannar, do you have it? Did you get it? Okay.
I don't have it yet. Pedro.
Did you click on the link? All you have to do is click on the link and it should pop up.
And then you.
And then at the bottom I did added.
Add to favorites.
Add to favorites, and then where do I go again?
Oh, and then after you're done doing that, you go to your charts.
All right, hold on a second. It opened up a new window.
Yep.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you already had it loaded up on the chart, it may not reload the second time. But the main thing is to make sure you have them in your favorites so that you have it in there. Eva, you've got it right, don't you? You got all. You should have.
Yes, I have it.
Do you have all three? Do you have all four indicators now?
I have all four, yes.
Okay,
Ooh,
nice.
yay. Fully equipped.
Fully
Okay.
equipped.
Locked and
Pedro,
loaded.
and okay, so I'm going to assume that everybody. Anybody having any problems yet? This thing is breaking out of the bottom here. I did get it short on right about where Matt was saying. Once it broke and started basing right.
It broke that 62, right?
Yeah,
And then you got in
62,
short.
it based right before it broke the bottom of the trend line.
Yeah. If it starts basing on a trend line, hello.
That's usually good. Yeah, that's usually a good sign. Okay.
Because if it's going to respect the trend line, it's then going to leave a scouter wick and then go back in. But if it sits there and consolidates around the trend line, guess what? It's probably going to go through the trend line.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put the next one in the chat box.
Yeah, let's do
This is
that.
going to be the relative strength. This is the RCS. This is the one that's over here at the bottom. And you're going to click on that and load it the same way.
Yeah, so you're watching my screen. Relative currency strength. So we're going to go down. We're going to put add to favorites. And then we're going to go into the charts. And then we're going to throw it on here and by clicking on favorites and Fibonacci price range.
No, it's the next one down, relative currency strength, right there.
Right.
That one.
Way for me to get that screwed up. Cool. Oh yeah, I didn't even start mine. Or John's anyway. Oh, look at this. Now we got it crowded. Ooh. All right. So we're going to hide this.
Yeah, now the way you can
Local
do that,
symbol.
go to symbols only. And
you're using 200?
And I'm using 14.
Got it.
Change that.
If I use a different one for moving average length, is it going to be more accurate?
It's going to be different.
Okay.
I've just always used 14.
Well, where's my phone?
Any questions? Everybody have that okay? Me a show of hands of everybody that's got all. I want to know, make sure everybody has all 4 of those indicators. Just raise your hand if you have all 4. If you don't, open your mic and put in the chat what you don't have or what you're missing. And Rajiv and Pedro, you should have all 4 now too.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Okay,
I
good.
don't know what happened, but I just lost. I clicked on my favorites. They were there, and I clicked on my favorites, and now I kind of lost. Only have. I don't know what just happened.
You lost your favorites?
It's there.
We've got a very aggressive trade here potentially, and I am not making this as a recommendation. This is just a wedge.
Okay. That's my favorites. So I have.
Oh, I can't see that. I'm trying to get my things to show the strength. Holy smokes, euro is number 1 in strength, and the pound just got hammered hard, which is what was not surprising. So you see Al here, I've got 2 hits on the trend line and then a breach. Well, I'm not convinced that that's actually a real breach. I'm convinced that this might just mean that I need to adjust the trend line.
Well, we shall see.
This will be a violent trade because this is Euro GBP and this is not part of our wedge alerts. This is, we're kind of going outside, kind of stretching a little bit with wedges, because wedges are going to encompass a whole lot. Like you can do lots of stuff with wedges. Here you got a cross. Oh yeah, I gotta go check my trade. Has ended. Computer lost. Okay.
Yeah, so I did reverse positions. I am in this trade short.
On the Kiwi?
On the Kiwi. I like the fact that the RSIs are staying down, buried down here. They're not popping back up anytime real soon.
Let's go see Kiwi.
I'd say we can barely hear you, Pedro.
Oh yeah, check that out. Look at that.
Okay, I got them now.
You got them? Good.
You got them all?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Anybody? Okay, I'm going to lower everybody's hands. If anybody does not have them all, just raise your hand, and then we'll see what the problem is. Okay, and I said we ask that just keep those, keep that link to yourselves, and we're trying to keep it for just people that come into this room here with us.
That's the intention.
Yeah.
You know, you get perks for being faithful. And there's more to come eventually.
Now I need to upgrade my trade view so I can have them all.
Well, you can use all of those except one at the same time. So you can turn on your targets, your FPRP. You can turn that one on and off as you want.
That's true.
And then you can still use the free version, because you can have 3 indicators. But in reality, what you have on your screen is like a couple $100 worth of indicators.
Yeah. Wow. It's true. All right. Cool.
And
Like-
and thing too is, if let's say you're running out of the indicator, if you have the free version, you're running out of indicators, you can just X this out, like just X that out, get rid of it, and then when you want to pull it up, just take off another one, and then just come up to your favorites.
Oh, you can
And-
hide them, and it turns it off, I think.
But can you load it though? I don't know if
I
you can
think
load
so. Oh, good question. Well, actually, you guys would be able to try that. Do you know how to use the eye, the one that hides the indicator?
Yeah, I can have I have 3 of them, and then I can play around with hiding.
So you
them.
can have like 5, and then you can have only 3 at a time with the eye clicked. Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect.
Exactly.
So if you just turn if you're limited to the indicators, as long as you have the eye unclicked, you can turn it back on and off without having to reload on your chart.
Yes, except the RSI and the what's the other name?
RCS.
RCS.
RCS, yeah.
Okay.
That one, you have to delete it and then I think reload
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
page.
Then
But,
just always have those ones running, and then you can rotate between, because you're not going to need the targets. You just put the targets and draw your line to where the target is. But I mean, once you get a little further down the road, you're going to want to upgrade to the bigger package. I wouldn't go I wouldn't go anywhere lower than Pro Plus, because that's pretty much the best of both worlds. I have the premium, and I'll tell you the difference. Basically, I can have 8 screens up at once, so I got daily, 8-hour, 4-hour, 15. Sorry, that's supposed to be 30. 30, 15, 10, 5, and 1. So on this one screen, I can monitor every time frame and know exactly what's going on. and then I can have specific time frames. So if I wanted like 1 minute, well, I can go into seconds. I can say 1 second. So if I want to get like a sniper entry, I can use the second candles, and these are stupid fast.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use a Pro Plus version. I don't have the Platinum.
Or you can do 5 seconds. They make it a little bit more. Oh, I want to go see what happened on a on a 5-second chart this morning, because I was in a trade and it went up like monstrous. Okay, it was Euro GBP right here. These are 5-second bars.
Wow. Without volatility, that's crazy movement.
1 second bars. That is insane. Okay. Oh, no, that was earlier. Way earlier. I've never messed around with this as much as, oh, here it is. Yeah, here it is. These are 1 second bars, guys.
Wow.
It's like 100 and some pip move, because these are all the other 1 second bars. And then all the way up. That's like 100 pips. In about like 20 seconds, price went up 100 pips. But I don't play around with the seconds. I'm happy with this.
And I'm getting out of that New Zealand trade.
What's that, Al?
I'm getting out of that New Zealand trade.
Yeah? You are?
Yep.
Where's it going to?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh. Okay.
I
All
have
right.
no idea. But the bottom line is the thing I don't like about it is that it's taken way too long to get any pips out of it. It's just
It hit its target though.
No. I took my stop. I closed it out with the stop. The New Zealand US was short. It was short.
Yeah. New Zealand US short, yeah.
Yeah.
I put a stick to the downside, and so it got up to here and it based at 66.04. Well, you got a monster wedge that just formed. Check this out on the 5 minute. So let's get rid of this because this is already played out. But yeah, you gotta. So we want to have an idea of like, basically, we're just drawing trend lines. So we draw a trend line here. We try to get some hits, right? So are we gonna try this one? Are we gonna try this one? I like this one better. That's a good bottom. And then I put it on the moving averages here.
Actually, right now it's coming up to retest the bottom of the wedge, which we drew earlier.
Oh, yeah, the one that I deleted.
Yep.
I think we're going to get a nice bounce here, and then boom. We'll see. I like how we got something that could play out.
From I drew a channel and it's still playing within that channel. It's towards the bottom of the channel that I drew.
And this could be a retest of the bottom of the wedge. If it's a retest of the bottom of the wedge, I'm gonna go back. I'll probably jump back in again. The fact it only went five, it went only, let's see, from 6604 to 6598. It only went 6 pips. It kept a 6 pip range. Now it's back into the wedge. So that's where I'm a little concerned that it's not just going to go back and head fake us at the top, head fake us at the bottom, and then so if I can get these art, let me take the screen here, Matt.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
What I'm looking at right now is that we did get the break of all the moving averages, so that's a good thing. Here's I drew the stick off of this range right here. Take that on the bottom. Now the thing is, it only went 5 pips, and it didn't close below the D part, and there was only like a 5 pip range. It couldn't even come. It couldn't close. Now there is a wick right here. I'm looking at this wick off this where we have this D. And so basically from here to here, I want to see a close. I want to see a close in here, but I also don't want to see it come back into the wedge. So let's see, where's my under the close? This is my under the close zone, but this is the wick we're looking at. We had came down, pushed back up. Came down, it's pushing back up again. Now it's coming back up into the wedge. It's retesting these moving averages, which is kind of a good thing, but we have all 3 of them combined here. We've got the 30, the 13, the 62. They're all there together. Now we'll see what's going to happen with this. Now I do like the fact that it's still maintaining, well, we had nice strong move downs coming back. Here was a wick that retested the 62, so that's a good thing. It's 30 minutes 62. It did retest that. There is a point that I'm looking at also I want to have somewhat respecting this area. If it comes up into this area, you may want to be getting out of your short. If I were to take this short, I would do a sell stop right below this candle here. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I changed my settings and I forgot that I changed that to the trading instant order placement. I take that off, apply that to all my charts. Now I can do this. Should be able to do this. There we go. So I'm going to sell, stop. I'm going to be looking at the bottom of this blue candle here, which would be at 6601. So it's 6601. And I may take this off before it gets there, depending on what happens. 10 pips, 10 pips. Sell, stop. Should be right back there. I'm not in any trade yet.
Oh, excuse me. That was supposed to be muted.
Gentlemen,
Yes.
Rajesh says it's not populated. Or did he get it? Or is that an old? That was 904. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Thank
By
you.
accident, I rolled the dial.
I'm happy I'm taken care of. Thank you.
I like having Kristen keep an eye on the chats for us.
Mm-hmm.
Avery's really good at it too.
Thank you, Christine. It's a good thing to know I'm not anonymous here.
Oh, sorry, Eva.
Girls. That's what we're having
Sorry, Eva.
together.
You've been so quiet this morning that I forgot you were there.
I'm listening. That's how you take things in.
Probably
You
because
can't
I'm
learn as
talking.
long as you're talking.
Probably because I'm talking so much, you can't hear.
No, no, no. That's how I learn. I just be quiet and I soak it in.
We haven't had any more alerts, have we?
No, I'm actually watching gold. I'm on demo. I have to say that though, just so everybody
Good.
knows.
No, you're fine.
Don't be trying gold without demoing it for an awful
Oh
long
God,
time,
no.
because it could kill you in a
No.
heartbeat.
Al, are you taking that long?
Me?
No.
Oh,
Right now,
wow.
I have it set for a right now. In fact, right now I'm going to take this cell stop off. I'm going to take this off because it's back in the wedge, and I don't want to take that. And I'm going to get rid of this.
See, I don't trust my trend line that it just broke, so I'm not worried about that.
And we'll see if these RSIs, if these RSIs get up here and hook, we may have another opportunity, but I'm going to surmise this may just go and break out the top of this. Right now it's trading inside this range right here. From there, which was our target one, pretty much. This is
That's a good bounce.
This is an area of indecisiveness right in here. This area right in here. If it can break through this, it's probably going to go higher.
That's a good bounce.
I don't like these RSIs right here in the middle like this, but we'll see what happens here.
No, that means it's coming down potentially, based on the RSIs.
Potentially, but it's not up to the. This could be a bounce. We'll see if it has the strength to. We'll see what happens right here with these moving averages. Let's take a look at our 1 minute chart and see what that's doing. We're getting the crossover. We did get a close above the 62 on the 1 minute. It's coming down right now, testing the 13, testing the bottom of the wedge. We did get the 513 cross down here. We didn't get the 62 crossing on this part yet. We're getting the bounce off the 30-minute 62. I think this might just go long here.
You're gonna go long?
Not yet.
Let's see.
Right now, I think it seems to be somewhat range bound. here's one thing I'm looking at right now. Let me just I'm looking at this. This is a strong move down,
Yeah.
and here's the retracement of this move. Now
Yeah.
what I'm looking at is I've used this retracement tool that we use periodically, and I'm going to measure this. Whoops, wrong one. Here we go. Let's try something else here. This is the one I want. We have this. This is a impulse move. Here's a correction. Now we're seeing how much is this thing correcting. If this thing corrects back 40% and then starts to give it up, it may come back down again.
Here we go. I'll show you what I did.
Right now it's still somewhat range bound here. I'm still not taking it short yet. Right now, being Friday, not knowing which, this thing's giving head fakes on both sides, so I'm just going to stay away from it.
Here, I'll share mine real quick.
All right.
Unless you.
Well, actually, it's 9:30. We could be almost done here, but go ahead and share it, and then
Yeah. I'll show you what I saw. So here, I've got my wedge facing down, and then I've got the bounce here. So I found this nice top. Well, more like top. And I liked that. And then I like that right here. So we had another wedge. So now we got a wedge inside of a wedge, and then we got the moving average crosses going towards that secondary wedge. So it might be something interesting at a later time. But it's already 9 o'clock, and I think we're done. Did everyone get everything that they needed other than pips?
Mm.
I don't know. Some people got some winning trades. I know I'm down for the day, so.
I said Fridays are tough. I said we have to be really mindful of these head fakes that we've been getting, and it's just trying to get that 5 or 7 pips. I said we would have gotten the 5 pips. Possibly, if you had a good entry, you could have gotten the 5 pips on that breakout right after the alert. You may have gotten 5 pips on the breakout of the bottom, but it's not giving us the follow throughs. So these things are staying somewhat range bound. I think it's the market conditions, to be honest with you, and so. We just have to keep on playing them out and keep on trying to qualify the entries, but don't have the expectation. I mean, if you get these really strong breaks, great, but most of the time they're just really small moves. So it's been a tough market to be trading here lately. So anyway, having said that, have a good weekend, stay safe, and we'll see everybody Monday.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
Thank you.
All right. Take care, everyone.
Well,
Bye.
God bless everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate you guys all.